What's happening, food bros? All right, so you want a quick, easy dump recipe, and I love Mexican. So what do you want to make? Well, I'll show you how to make homemade refried beans on the easy. Now, real refried beans, like real muy authentico, you're gonna want to use lard and all that stuff, and bacon fat. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to zhuzh it up. But I promise you that this recipe, pretty simple and very tasty for very little effort. So what are you going to need to make said recipe? Well, the first thing is you need, I don't know if you know where refried beans come from, but they come from the pinto bean. Okay, so you're gonna need get a bag of these. Very important. You're gonna want to get an onion and you're gonna shred it. And I'm gonna show you how to shred, unless you got a food processor, how to shred. Now, you need 2 cloves of garlic as well. I don't have any fresh garlic, but what I have is this stuff. I don't know if you fans ever heard of Lighthouse freeze-dried garlic. This stuff is not bad in a pinch, and it has the equivalency on the back to what a clove is in teaspoons. You're gonna want some cayenne pepper, and thank you, Ogre's Kitchen. Very important ingredient, ground cumin. You're gonna need sea salt, or use table salt if you want. And then a secret ingredient, bouillon cubes. Pretty easy to come by, or upgrade and get yourself better than bouillon. And believe me, it's better. And last but not least, to get that onion shredded, yeah, that's right, baby, a shredder. To make life super easy and wonderful cleanup, and I'll show you why later, get yourself some slow cooker liners. Not only does it make it easier to clean up your slow cooker, but it's also easier to transfer the contents because they will be kind of a watery consistency. And if you want to transfer it to a bowl real easy, this will make life super easy and wonderful. We'll just pop that right in. Like so. I mean, it's just a liner, guys. So let's start with the first thing, I guess. All right, now that we got that liner in, let's go ahead and just add the water. And for this recipe, it's a 1/2 pound of beans. This bag of beans is 1 pound. So I'm gonna go ahead and make 1 pound of beans. Now that is a lot of beans, guys. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? We're gonna make it half because that's too many beans. And I'm just gonna eyeball the bag. So 1 1/4 cup of water. If you're only serving 2, 1/2 pound is plenty. If you're serving 4, go for that full pound. While my beans are soaking, let's get that onion prepared. Here's my awesome chef knife, Japanese chef knife, love it. And we're just gonna get the skin off the onion. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Food bros have layers. Now you can make this super oniony if you want, or you can just take half the onion, which I'm gonna use. Since we're doing half the recipe, half the onion. Just for a whole bag of beans, I'd use the whole onion. Now let's see which one works the best. Yeah, it's a little too fine. Let's use the coarse grain. That's the one yeah, that's it. It's not the funnest way to grate or shred an onion, but it's effective. And I definitely recommend using fresh onion. Yeah, you can use dehydrated onion. I got dehydrated onion in my cabinet, don't get me wrong. But fresh onion is always the best. Fresh garlic is too, I just don't have any. I'm gonna start crying. Oh God. Onions. This makes a little bit of a mess. So, get your parents' or your wife's supervision. And if there's any chunks of onion left, let's just go ahead and dice it. It's kind of hard to shred it all. You can get pretty close to that thing. I like using a shredder because like it gets it into like a mush and it just melts into the beans, because you don't want chunky onions in your beans. It's kind of whack. Let's get those onions in there, because it won't stink when you toot if there ain't no onion. So before I said 2 cloves of garlic. Let's see, 1 tablespoon freeze-dried equals 1 tablespoon of fresh. Okay, well, that's not a very good clove equivalency. But luckily, I have written it down somewhere. I believe I just used 2 tablespoons of garlic. And a little extra garlic ain't gonna kill you. It's gonna make you happy. All right, you want a 1/2 tablespoon of ground cumin. And that's about half. I wouldn't go overdoing it on the ground cumin, because that stuff does carry pretty far in taste. 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Unless you want your beans real hot. Keep it easy, guys. Let's see. It's probably a little bit more. We'll make them a little bit hotter. It's all right. 1 teaspoon of sea salt, or in my case, table salt, because my grinder is dead. And you'll probably have to add more salt to taste later. This is just to get it the base. And then our secret ingredient, better than bouillon, 2 tablespoons of this deadly tar-like substance. And 3½ cups of water. Let's see, that's 3 1/4. There we go. And then I'll stir it up a little bit. Try to get that better than bouillon stirred up. All that goodness. Okay. Then we're going to cook this on high for 4 hours. Just like so. Set it and forget it. Come back in 4 hours. All right, it's been about 4 hours, and there's the beans. Gonna have to mash it up real good with a potato masher. Mashed it up pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Let's get it transferred to a bowl. All right, so that's what I was talking about with this thing, is you can just pick it up like so, and then transfer it to a bowl very carefully, because these are piping hot. Actually, you know what you can do is you can cut off the tip and pipe it. These are a little bit waterier than I normally do. I added a little bit too much water. Maybe not enough beans. But when these cool down, they do set up like anything else. I've got a bean plug. There we go. And you let these cool down for a long time, because they are piping hot. Let's see how easy that was using the bag. I like the bag. So we gotta try out the beans. Get your favorite taco chip. Grab yourself some. Little watery, guys. They're good. Holy smokes. Yeah, if I want to thicken these up, I need to mash it a little bit more. All right, we'll do a little bonus here. So I threw some beans in the bowl, and then I got some carnitas. I'll just throw right on top there. Nice and thick. All right, We'll pop that in the microwave, warm it up. I cooked these carnitas yesterday. Actually, my wife did in a slow cooker. It was a pork loin carnitas. It was only $4. All right, I nuked the carnitas for a little bit. All right, now what do we do? Get yourself a bag of shredded cheese, of course. Everything with cheese is better. Dogs know that. Pay that cheese tax, bro. Lots of cheese. Very good, very good. All right, what's next? Pray tell. How about a little bit of good old salsa? This is garden salsa with a lot of cilantro. Got a lot of flavor going on. Throw a little bit of that in here. All right, fine. I'll see your salsa, and I'll raise you some guacamole. Boom. Boom. Just like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not enough color in there yet. How about a little bit of sour cream, baby? Finish that off. And then we'll eat that with taco chips. All right. Get your favorite TV tray. Get your favorite beverage. Put on your favorite movie or TV show. Watch the game, whatever. And then carnitas with frijoles. Magnifique. Muy bien. All right. Anyway, Jeep Creep, vámonos.